Hello guys, today we are going to discuss another stream under Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, and it's related to students. I have already done international student stream that is under the employer job offer category, and I did separate master's graduate stream. Now I want to dedicate this video to PhD students and this PhD stream, which is under Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. Once again, I will remind you that all streams under Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program are in this playlist, so check it out, and you can see which one you are eligible for. Before I start this video, I would kindly ask you to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So when you see that bell, hit that bell so you get notifications when I'm posting. Also, you can follow me on stepup_Canada, which is my Instagram page, and you will get daily updates. Here on YouTube, I just post on Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, so I want to make sure that you understand that for all these programs you need to be invited, also for this one as well. So we will jump over the steps how to apply, because I already explained in the previous video right here how to do that. So I want to start from mandatory requirements. So mandatory requirements is expression of interest that you need to fill online and invitation to apply. You must have received an invitation to apply and apply within the deadline. This is really important. And then you must demonstrate that you had the qualification that you had when you claimed the expression of interest. So education, you must have completed the requirements necessary to obtain PhD degree. The degree must be from an eligible university in Ontario. So it has to be from a university in Ontario, and there is a list on the government website. When you scroll, when you scroll down, I will leave the link in the description box below. So how I imagine, how you should watch my videos. So you should watch complete video, and then, for additional information, you should go to the link that is in the description box below. And it will give you all the necessary information. Trust me, Canadians spell it out for you. It's not complicated. If you go to other government's website, I went to New Zealand government website, I couldn't understand anything. Where is this, left, right, up, down? Terrible, So Canadian government is actually trying, to simplify it, and it's really well organized. So when I'm giving you this information, I'm trying to use simple language so everybody can understand me. But when you are reading, you can read and watch the video in the same time and try to understand, which part I'm explaining. So for education, also at least 2 years of your PhD studies must have been completed while legally living and studying in Ontario. That means you have to be physically present in Ontario for 2 years while you were completing your PhD. Usually, as far as I know, PhD is like, I think 5 years, right? You don't qualify, this is really important, you don't qualify if you have received a bursary, grant or scholarship that requires you return to your home country after you earn your PhD degree. So for example, I had a friend, he was at this what's the name? This famous West Point, yes, West Point Military Academy, and actually, he was sponsored by his country. So he had to come back in the army and do like 16 years contract or something like that. It's terrible. So he could not stay in the States, right? He had to go back, to his home country and do this contract, or otherwise he has to pay all these like 4 years that they invested, in his education at West Point. So this is pretty much the same. So if your government gave you some, scholarship to do the PhD or something, and there is in a contract that you have to come back to your country and do, usually it's like 2 to 5 years, but military is a little bit different. So 2 to 5 years, and then you have to do it in your home country, like, you know, work or something like that. Or if you have a cash to pay to them, you can do that as well. And then in those cases, you're not eligible to apply to stay in Canada under PR. Okay, so residency in Ontario. You must have legally lived in Ontario for at least 1 year in the past 2 years before you apply. This is really important. Settlement funds, I explained in other videos. I'm not going to mention the sum or anything because everything is in the link in the description box below. So if I read the comment, what's the sum of the money do I need? You can read it, right? So settlement funds is for all the programs that do not require a job offer. So they will ask you for the proof that you have funds, you know, to stay while you are looking for the job. Intention to live in Ontario. In all the programs related to Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, they are literally copy-pasted this. You need to prove your intention to live. So obviously these people who have a PhD degree and master's degree from Ontario University, in the previous video I explained master's graduate stream, they can you know, prove their intention to live by, you know, providing their degree, you know. So during the studies, they met friends, you know, family, maybe they met the girl, husband, wife, I don't know, right? Legal status in Canada, if applicable. If you're applying from within Canada, you must have a legal status, so you cannot be like, you know, immigrant, like an illegal person and applying for PR. That doesn't work like that. Application period, attention. This is really important for all of you. And I know you're not watching the entire video because you are asking questions, you know, in the comments, which I already mentioned in the video. You must submit your application within 2 years of completing the requirement necessary to obtain your PhD degree. I already explained this in a previous video, so check it out on example. I'm trying to be concise, you know. Supporting documents, if they're asking for the supporting documents, you are going to upload it in PDF, okay? Cost to apply, as you know, all the programs are 1,500 Canadian dollars. I already discussed in another video's representative. My suggestion to you is to use a representative if this is your first time. You don't want to mess up the application because it's actually a PR, you know, it's not a temporary foreign worker program or something like that. This is PR, this is solving your future. So use representative. If you need help, this is the person who can help you, you know, he has more than 20 years of experience right here, okay? I will leave his details in the description box below. He is a licensed immigration agent in Vancouver. Another one, submit an application, okay, and then they say if you are nominated. I have never discussed this in my previous videos, so I will do this now. If your application is successful, you will receive a nomination approval letter and a nomination certificate by email. So they are not sending like, you know, in the regular mail. They are sending by email. Once they notify you, your next step is to apply for PR. PR is permanent residence. To immigration, refugees, and citizenship Canada. I always have a problem saying this. IRCC. Okay, good. Within 6 months. So 6 months from the date you got it. Okay. You will need to include your nomination approval letter and nomination certificate. This is important. Note, a nomination does not guarantee approval of your application for permanent residence with IRCC. You may request an extension of your nomination certificate if you apply to IRCC, but your application for permanent residency was returned due to being incomplete, or you were delayed in gathering or supporting documents. For example, police criminal record check for your application for permanent residency. Approval of the nomination. Your nomination is subject to the following condition until you receive permanent residence. You must continue to demonstrate on a reasonable basis an intention to reside in Ontario. I hate seeing this word reasonable. What is reasonable? What's reasonable for me is not reasonable for you. So I hate this wording in all immigration program. When they put reasonable, I get heart attack. So if you are not nominated, it's really important. Look at this school. So if you're not, hopefully no one of you is not nominated, but if this happens, you can complain, you know. So look. So if your application is unsuccessful, we will let you know by email. If you think we made an error in our decision that led to your application being refused, you may ask for an internal review. This is cool, so you can ask, you know, for them to review your application again. I love it because they are giving you another chance. So lots of people don't know, you know, people get discouraged when they get answer no in any areas of your life, and they say, oh my god, you know, I don't want to try again. So you know, they actually giving you a chance to do it again. So you know, you can complain all the time until they let you. So but you know, lots of people don't know that they have opportunities. So now you know you can do it. If they refuse you, you can complain and ask for internal review. Obviously you have to gather paperwork and have a strong case, right, why you are complaining. Don't complain just like if actually your documentation was not incomplete or you lied something, then in those cases don't. It's it's pointless. Okay, so hopefully I helped you, and you know, I helped some of PhD students. I love students because I love to study. I'm always going to some courses and buying some, going to workshops and seminars. I would spend whole my life in school. I love studying. Studying is, really my passion. So I'm especially, how can I say, sensitive when it's about the students. So I really want to help all of the students, if they have opportunity to stay in country, why not? Okay, so if you need any help, but please, don't ask me questions I already replied to. So if you need any help, I will gladly answer all your questions. You can shoot me an email at englishconversations26@gmail.com. If you want me to look for the job in Canada for you, again, I can help you with that. Again, the same email, but please attach your resume. And also, lots of you don't know, but I actually prepare students for TOEFL, IELTS, general and academic. So that is also the service I'm doing. So if you need help with those admission tests, you can again shoot me an email and I will tell you my price. Thank you so much. Well, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.